Now guys, we're going to move on to a slightly more difficult empirical formula question, and it's question 6 on page 162. So they tell us that 0.54 grams of aluminium react with an excess of chlorine to form 2.67 grams of aluminium chloride. So that's all well and good. We have to find the amount of chlorine. Okay. Now, the law of conservation of mass tells us that matter cannot be created or destroyed, only change from one form into another. So in order for us to find the amount of chlorine, we're basically we're taking this and we're subtracting 0.54 from it. Now again, small number take away from the big number. So it's 2.67 minus 0.54, and that gives us 2.13 grams of chlorine reacted. Okay, so we're just going to go from there now, just like we did in the last one. We have the amount of grams. So all we have to do is divide that across by the atomic mass of each element. So to divide by the aluminium, we divide it by 27, and the chlorine we divide it by 35.5. Okay, so that means when we do that, we end up with 0.02 moles of the aluminium and 0.06 moles of your chlorine. So in this case, we're dividing across by the smallest. Obviously 0.02 is smaller than 0.06, so we end up with a ratio, we divide across by the 0.02, and we end up with a ratio of 1:3, which means that our formula then is AlCl3. So to revise that, the first thing we did was we found the missing amount here. Okay, we did that by subtracting these two numbers. Okay, we found the missing amount. Then we converted our amounts to moles down here by dividing by the atomic masses of each element. Then we divided across by the smallest number to get our ratio of one element to another, and then we created our formula where it's AlCl3. Now this may come up, guys, in the question 10-11. A lot of this question goes up in the option question. So I'm trying to get as much of it covered, because if you know how to do the maths, it's a handy 25 marks with the stuff you'd already have done studying for question 5. And it's another arrow to your, and another string to your bow, another arrow in the quiver. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next video after this.